make an announcement that we have started. Mm-mm-mm. Perfect.
If you want to put a tweet, I can share it again or something.
No. I'm just announcing it again on my Discord. I usually
Okay.
announce
In the
it.
Discord.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, 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 yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you. Okay. Let me check if everything is working correctly. By the way, sorry, I'm looking right side. Just my camera is here and my monitor is here, so that's why.
Don't worry.
By the way, sorry, I'm. Okay.
It will just the light a little bit.
Let me. Yeah, it seems everything is working fine. Okay, I will add
Okay.
a bit volume to you. Please say something.
Hi. Hello. This is Luis.
Okay, it's working perfect. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me know, please, if we can start, if the audio and video quality is good. Hölgyek, urak, tudassátok velünk, hogy jó az audio és videó minőség, és akkor kezdhetünk. I announce it too. Okay. Okay. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, let us know if we can start. Sorry for that. Let us know. Speak up, speak up. I know it's getting late, but don't be just lurking out there on the stream. Ladies and gentlemen, and let us know if we can start. Let us know.
I see you.
Oh, you're watching the stream too.
Yeah.
Nice. Let us know. I will also check myself. So if people are not speaking up, then I will check it myself. Yeah, because here in Hungary it's like National Day, so people are probably at home or in the city. So usually around this time they are more just lurking, on the stream. Let me check it myself, and then we can start the stream. It seems there is no lag and everything is fine. So yeah,
Yeah, it seems.
I think we are good to go. Okay, let me know if we can start. Are you down?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, nice. So welcome everyone in the very new episode of my Dev Live show. I'm today joined with the creator of the game, which is a point-and-click adventure game, and we are all waiting for that to be released, Legends of Castile. And I'm very honored and very thankful that you joined today for this episode of mine. And like I'm always saying, let's start with a little bit of introduction. So please introduce yourself for us.
So hello, Otto. Otto, your name Otto, right?
Yeah.
So I'm very honored to be here.
Thank you.
And my name is Luis. I'm the solo dev working in this game. And I'm doing an adventure game called Legends of Castile. And I'm also launching a Kickstarter campaign next week. So I'm very busy these days.
Nice. Thank you for that.
More or less, that's it.
Thank you for that. So my very first question would be, what was your very first contact with video games as a player in general?
As a player, I think that was in 1992 when I was 7 years old, and I had my first computer, and then my father came with a couple of video games. One was a football game, and another one was one of my favorite games, which is called Monkey Island.
I see.
The Secret of Monkey Island, and which is the guilty for for being fan of adventure games.
I see. Back
So
then,
this was the moment. It was 1992. I was very little.
I see. Did you back then know that you want to make games, or is it something that like developed throughout the time in your life that you are really not just playing games and loving playing games, but you would like to make them?
Yeah, I played games for my life. I played adventure games and other kind of games, but mostly adventure games.
I see.
But about making my own games is something that I always thought of,
I see.
but but I only recently thought very much about it. It was in 2022
I see.
when I started to think that I could be able to do that because I had to first deliver improve my art because I make all the art in my game, all the graphics in my game. So that was a trip. That was something very long to develop.
I see.
And in 2022, I entered in a Discord server,
I see.
which was from a podcast called Point and Click Podcast, uh, and then people was talking about that uh, there was like one person making a video game, making an adventure game, and I thought if these people can do it, why not me? And I started to think it about it. Um it was I think that this game, which is called A Twisted Tale,
Okay.
which is done by a girl, uh, and it's very beautiful game. It's done only by her, and I thought, so why not me? And I started to think about the theme of the game. What could I do?
I see.
So that was very recent. It was in 2022.
I see. I see. And what do you think? What could cause the fact that it took you so many years to actually make the first step to make your own games? How do you feel about that?
How I feel about that, or the cause of that?
No, no.
The
So,
cause.
so my question was like, how do you feel about the fact that like you haven't made the first step to start your making your own games, just like some years ago? So it's not when you like had this dream, but it took you a lot of years to actually make the first step to make your own games.
Yeah, that I thought it was impossible because
Oh, okay.
I thought that making a game for making a game you had to make all the engine
I
and
see.
all
I
these
see. I
things,
see.
and until some time ago, that was it. But like recently, some years ago, some engines appeared, uh, and now I think it's much easier than before to make your own game, and that's why there's an explosion of indie games now.
I see. I see. Very true. Yeah. Do you think like by making your own games and game, you really found yourself, and you are really happy with your decision that you chased down your dreams and took the first step?
Yeah, it's something very cool to do, and something that I always wanted to do something in arts, but my career is going in other place I do programming
I see.
in my current life,
I see.
in my regular life, and I always wanted to do something in arts. So this is like an opportunity to do something important,
I see.
and to express all my art in a single product because it's all together. It's drawings, it's animation, backgrounds, and then the story, also programming. So my other life also was good for this. It's like all mixed in one. So it's incredible. It's amazing. And when people play your game, it's also great. I always learn new things by seeing people playing my game, my demo for the moment. But it's always nice, and I usually see a lot of people playing the demo. It's great.
I see. I see. Thank you for that. Thank you. Okay, so how do you feel about were your close friends and family, like your parents, supportive about your decision that you started making your own games? How do you feel about that?
Well, I think that they're very supportive, and they like what I do. First, because it's I'm doing a game about my homeland, because I don't live in Castile. I live in another part of Spain.
I see.
I live in Catalonia, in Barcelona.
I see.
But my family lives in Castile, and
I see.
I have been living in Castile for 30
So it's like
years.
respecting for your
Yeah,
childhood
and they
memories and
really like that, and I'm always asking them things about their village, because it's interesting also to put things in the game that are like very old, or like very
historical.
yeah, historical, and that's more or less, and it's I think it's great.
I see. And what about your friends?
I was going to say also, because I got lost. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I think that they are also very supportive. I am my girlfriend too, because I'm still doing my other job, of course, and I'm not getting crazy and then shifting uh, and stopping from working and only doing this game. Um,
Would you like to
maybe
do? Would you
maybe
like to do
maybe in
that?
the future,
I
but
see.
let's see how it goes first. And that's the thing. It's like a leap of faith, but if you jump to a pool, you have to know if there's some water or not first.
Or sharks in it, right?
Yeah, or sharks maybe. So you have to know.
Yeah, it's like Ezio jumping from a tower in Assassin's Creed games, right?
Yeah,
He has to
the leap
know
of
what's.
faith.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Okay.
That's just how I feel also with the Kickstarter. It's a leap of faith too, like in Indiana Jones.
Yeah, true, true, true. Very true, very true. Are you excited about the Kickstarter campaign, by the way, or are you nervous, or both of those feelings?
Both. I think I'm going to experiment a lot of sensations starting next week.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's excitement, nervous, but I think I know what I have to do, and I hope that people support me with this, and so we can make this game together.
I see, I see. So I believe that all of us creators who make our own craft, our own projects, we always intend to put our inner self, our own experiences, memories, losses, love, everything that we have experienced throughout our life into the craft and into the projects we make. Is this statement true for you as well? For your project and your own life and mentality, how
That
you make
I
your game? Yeah.
Yeah, that we put something of ours in
Yeah.
the game, or
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
in the
Is
in the
it?
art,
Yeah.
of course. I think this is in the art definition itself.
True.
If it's not something about you, or about your beliefs, or your experiences, then it's not you. It's just a
True,
product.
true, true, very true. Yeah,
That's true for me. And even if you're doing an indie game, is more like that,
true,
because there's only a few people doing the game, or the product, or the art. And if you want people to matter, to see it important for them, it has to matter for you also.
true, true, true,
So you have to make a game, or art that people can use, or can consume. uh, but you have to make also something that you believe in.
true,
That's
true,
how I feel
true.
about this.
And so, could you like name some examples how you are connected within or with your game and with its story? Like what influenced the story of your game and what shaped it? Because you mentioned that
Mhm.
some part of your childhood and where you lived also like influenced it, but the story itself, what where does it came from?
The story itself, the thing is that there's uh, a general story, which is an original story. But then in the game, there are like little stories which are about legends, mythological legends
I see.
from my home town, from Castile.
I see. I see.
So there is something about me also. So for example, there's some legends that were also in my hometown. For example, I lived in before in Valladolid,
I see.
and for example, there was a legend which was called Tragaldabas. Okay,
Okay.
and when I was a child, when the local parties were, the local parties of the city.
No, I'm not
Uh,
familiar with that.
Not from any city. I mean the local the city parties, the the parties of the year. I don't know how to say it.
Okay.
I mean the local festivities. Okay,
Oh, okay, 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 okay.
okay,
I get it now.
okay. I
Yeah.
wasn't explaining very well.
No, no, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Uh, okay, so in the local festivities, Mm, there's like giants that are going through the streets, and sometimes these giants are legends also.
I see.
This it's a way to have these legends alive.
I see.
And there's another one where the little child had to uh, to slide through a toboggan. I don't know how to say it. um, There's like a
Okay.
big figure with a big mouth, something like that. And the little child entered through the mouth and came out from the other side.
Oh, okay.
And this is one of the legends of the game, for example.
I see.
And this is one of the legends of my hometown. Uh, and it's something like important for me.
I see. I see.
I don't know
Very.
if I explain it very well, but
No, it was very nice to hear those stories from you. And were you afraid of those legends and giants back then when you were a kid, or how do you feel about that?
well, when I was very very little,
I see.
and because these legends are usually for frightened little child to go to the bed and not to stay awake, for example.
I see.
So there are this kind of legends, for example.
I see. I see. I see.
But when the child are maybe, I don't know, 7 year old, they are not so afraid about that, and
True.
they
True.
slide in the mouth of the monster.
True. 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 Very true. Have you always had this mentality of yours that everything that's like happened in your past and connected with your hometown and all the folklore and the tales that you have been growing up as a kid were important to you? Have you always had this mentality that it's important to you, or is it something that was developing out in you throughout the time?
Hmm. I think it's important to me, but uh, it started more when I went out from my home
I see.
and went to another place of Spain,
I see.
because it's also a way of nostalgia, or to remember this other place,
True. True.
and
True.
it's also something. It's some way to return something to my land.
True. True. Very true. Very true. Very true. Okay. Okay, so you mentioned like point and click. So
Yeah.
was the decision like 100% sure that you want to make a point and click adventure game, or was it something like you had to decide between genres where you when you first started making your own game?
That was very very. I was very sure of doing an adventure game, because First of all, I don't think I could do another game, because another kind of game, because it's mostly the most played games by me. So
I see.
it's, let's say that it's more in my area of expertise.
I see.
I could play, and maybe I could do another game, but I will have to study more the genre. And I really love this genre. So it had to be an adventure game.
Okay. Okay. So you mentioned, by the way, Kickstarter. So are you like planning to have a physical edition of the game? Am I right about that? Or is there
Yeah,
something
that's
like special exclusive information about that you can give out to this interview?
well, I can of course your audience will see it next week, but there will be a collector's edition, and a big box edition also. If you
I see.
remember, I don't know if you have seen these big boxes
Yeah,
that were in the 90s,
I had, and I
of
have them
this
as
kind of
well. I
games.
still
You have
collect.
them?
Yeah, and I still collect a lot of games. So
Okay.
yeah, yeah. That's why I asked
Okay,
because I
so
appreciate physical editions. Yeah,
so this is one of this is inspired on them, but in my own way.
I see.
I created it also.
I see.
I inspired myself on the Curse of Monkey Island or King Quest 7, for example.
I see.
This kind of big boxes
Will they
with
be
the
the
same
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 size?
measures.
Will they be
Yeah,
the
it's the
same size?
same. It's the same size,
Okay.
uh, and it will contain more things. Of course, it will be like a figurine also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I shared it today in my networks, my social media.
Nice.
There will be a figurine of the main character of the
Okay.
game,
Okay.
which is made by my brother.
Oh,
It's
nice.
great
So it
because my
stays in
yeah
family.
yeah
Totally. Nice.
yeah
Nice.
yeah because my brother is a sculptor,
I see. I see.
and he can do it in 3D, and then 3D printed and painting by hand.
Nice.
So
Lovely.
it will be an exclusive piece of art.
I see. Nice.
Of course, there will be more things, but they will see it
Yeah, it's okay.
next
I
week.
understand it.
I,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah,
to
give.
spoil too
Yeah,
much.
spoil too much. Yeah, okay. So about the story, let's talk about it again. So, when did you came up with the story of your game? Was it when you first started making the game, or was it way before you started making your own game?
No, it was when I started to think about the game,
I see.
because I decided to do a game about these legends, but I needed something to tie them together.
I see.
So because it has to be a full story. And when I started to think first on the main character, I thought of characters that could be in that century, in the 19th century in Spain. I thought about other kind of characters. I don't know, the apothecary, for example. It's something from Spain also. And I thought like about a girl that wanted to be a nun, because it's something a little bit strange, unusual, but I think it's interesting because it's not the usual path of the hero. I know.
True. 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 Very true. Yeah, it's rare that it happens in video games as a story. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the goal with the difficulty setting of your game? Because if you remember, all those
Mhm.
old school point and click games were hard to complete and hard to figure out how to solve the puzzles. So are you aiming for also a hard game, or do you want something in like middle difficulty, not that easy and not that hard?
I won't say that it will be very easy, but
Okay.
my intention is to make a good um, difficulty curve,
I
okay,
see.
but it won't be so hard, very hard.
I see. I see.
So the I hope not to have moon logic. All the puzzles will be logical.
I see.
I don't know if you played the demo, but
I
hmm,
did.
I don't know. The difficulty won't be very much harder than the final puzzle of the demo, which is not very easy, by the way.
I see. Okay. So throughout the development part of the journey of you making games, which comes usually first? Like, is it like uh, continuing writing the story, or is it the puzzles, or is it the gameplay aspect, or the art? Which comes very first?
In my case, it came first the a little of art development,
Okay.
the character and the feeling of the game, the backgrounds. But then it has to be the story
I see.
and then the puzzles
I see. So
because the puzzles has to be have to be very very tied up to the
I see.
story,
True. 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 Yeah. True.
so they are meaningful and they are not like Sudoku, for example. They have to be integrated in the story.
I see. I see.
Not I'm not going to have mechanical puzzles in the game, for example,
I see.
like this moving pieces like that. No, this is not my kind of puzzle.
I
But
see.
it's usually like that. Like first the character development or a little of graphics, then the story, and then the puzzles, and then you just start over and start with the the graphics again. In my case, I first did the demo because I for me the demo was like my first game, because when you make a demo, you have to be able to publish it.
True.
You have to put it in the public. People is going to talk about it. I think for us, for indie developers, it is very. I think you have to make a demo,
True.
because if not, you are like working in your home. If nobody sees it
True.
first
True.
and
True.
nobody gives you feedback,
True.
it's going to be much worse, I think.
True. True.
You need feedback from the people. People have to play the game, play the demo, and then you start to make the full game. Other way will be to participate in jams or making short games as well. For example, I participated also in a jam past year.
Okay.
It was very interesting to work together with other developers and other artists.
I see. What feelings did you have when you participated in the jam?
It's different because you have uh, to work in a group.
Okay.
You have to work in a team, and it's different, but it's so cool to make a game with other people. Also,
I see. I see.
it's different.
I see. So you mentioned art. When did you came up with the style of your art to your game? And was the first time when you realized that okay, this is
Mhm.
going to be my own style for this game?
Well, about the art, I've been developing my art because I really don't have art studies like that,
I see.
but I've been drawing since I was a kid.
I see.
So I have been developing my art style through the time. And when I started the game, mm, I had it pretty clear, I think,
I see.
because I have a lot of influences, like from European comics, like Asterix and Obelix or
Okay.
Spirium Fantasio.
Okay.
I mean, and also from American comics,
Okay,
also like Marvel something. So it's like a mix of these two art styles.
I see. I see. Okay,
And also, of course, I'm influenced by the other adventure games that I played all my life, like Broken Sword and Curse of Monkey Island. These are my the ones that most influenced this game, I think.
I see. I see. Thank you. So, how do you feel throughout the development journey of yours, making your own game? How have you changed as a person in other territories of your life?
I think it's interesting because uh,
Sorry.
before starting doing this game development, I didn't think that I was going to be interviewed by anyone. For example, it's a very
Thank you.
strange feeling, but it's okay. I'm getting used to it more and more. And this is also my first interview in English. I have to say it.
But you're
So
doing pretty well, so don't be feeling
not bad,
uncomfortable.
but
You're
if
sweating.
I go slow, okay.
I love that. I love
But
that.
it's okay.
Thank you for your honesty,
It's
by the way.
incredible. It's incredible.
Okay. And what else? What else have you changed in yourself, or what else have you learned on the way?
Uh, for example, you have when you are a solo dev in a game,
Okay.
you have to prioritize because if you're doing one thing, you're not doing another thing. Yeah, because
True.
if
True.
you're a
True.
solo dev,
True.
I mean, it's very easy to get lost doing things that you shouldn't be doing.
Is it hard,
For
by the way,
example,
to manage your time? Then you are saying that.
yeah. So I learned to manage my time better, and also to manage my free time because
I see.
for the moment at least I'm doing this in my free time.
I see. I see.
So
The
it's something a little bit difficult
I see.
to do, but it can be done.
I see. What other hobbies do you have in your free time that you're doing, by the way?
Hobbies. Okay, before doing starting to doing this game, I was drawing every day.
I see.
I mostly still do it, uh, but maybe only for the game. For example, I like to participate in art challenges, like for example Inktober,
I see.
which is this month, and this was very good for developing my art style my speed drawing,
I
for
see.
example.
I see.
Uh, okay. About other hobbies that I have, I do some sport, go to the gym, go running, and I don't know, maybe being with my girlfriend, I hang out a little bit.
I see. I see. Are you always influenced by everything you see as for your art
Influenced by all I see and by
and
all that I
experience?
watched before
Yeah.
because
Okay.
when I'm making the game or writing the dialogues, for example,
I see.
I came up with a reference from this other movie that I have
I see.
watched in the past, and then I have to thought this is interesting for the game because you can't um, put a lot of references in the game and make a game full of references, but it's going to influence the game. And if some of them are meaningful for you, you can put them, for example.
I see.
But I don't know. There's a lot of me in the game.
I see. I see. Okay. And so what's the goal with the length of your game? So how many hours are you aiming for us players to enjoy your game?
For me, this is my first game,
Okay.
and I don't want to do it very very long because that would be a problem, a problem for me and maybe for the players. Because if your first game is very very long, you are going to make more mistakes.
I see.
But in any case, it won't be very very short. So I'd say like 6 hours,
Okay.
maybe something like that, 6 8, depending of the skills of the player playing playing adventure games.
I see. I see. So you were talking about at the beginning of our interview that you are still planning to make games in the future. Am I right about that? So you're wanting to make games in the future. So do you have already plans for other games of yours, like stories or art for other games that you would like to make?
Um, I try not to think very much in games after this first game, because I think that if you start to do that, maybe you start doing the second game and not you don't finish the first game.
True, true, true. Very true. Very true. Okay.
But of course, when you're doing the game, you think about hey, this could be nice for a second part, maybe. I don't know. Let's see.
Did it happen? Did it happen, by the way?
It happened, but let's see. Let's see.
You're trying to delete that idea, right? Or writing down a paper and put it
No,
in the
no,
shelf.
no. I write everything, and then after the game, I will check that and say, oh,
Maybe
maybe that wasn't a very good idea, or maybe yes. I
it
don't
was
know.
a good idea. Yeah.
Maybe,
Okay.
but it's good to note down this kind of things,
True. True.
because
True.
you're not going to remember it in,
True.
I don't know,
True.
9 months.
True. True. You can always go back to them. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. So throughout the development journey of yours, making your own game, were there anything that you had to cut out from the game itself?
If I could cut something from the game,
No,
or
no,
already, or
no, no. You. I'm asking that if was there anything that you had to cut out, that you like cut out already from the game that it's not there, but you want it to be there.
yeah, I cut some one of the parts,
Okay.
but that was because it that wasn't that had a lot of sense for the game. It was a very different, um, I don't know, very different settling for
I
the
see.
game, because the game is mostly based on villages
Okay.
from Castile, and this was a city,
Okay.
which was my hometown Valladolid.
I see.
Uh, but I thought that maybe for another game, let's see, but it will be very very different for the character, and for this game. This is going to be a game um, set in villages,
Okay.
for example.
I see. I see.
But
And
let's see. Let's see, because I haven't finished the game yet. So
you can always go back to
let's
those
see,
parts. Yeah. Right.
or gold part, or maybe some other part could be
Or
cut.
change
Let's
that.
see.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
Yeah,
True. True. True.
yeah. The game is alive.
True. 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 What was the hardest part of making your own game so far?
I'd say looking for references, because it's not so easy
Okay.
sometimes,
Okay.
and making the story,
I see.
because I haven't done a story before,
I see.
uh, and I had to learn how to make a story. Uh, I had to even read some books about uh, dialogue, how to make a story for a game. So it's interesting, but yeah, I think it's the hardest part. And also, before the game, I haven't done any animations,
I see.
but I found out that it's not so hard for me, apparently. So uh, I really like it. That's So that's something new, but not so hard. Something new to learn.
I see. Okay. So you mentioned before, and you were talking about it a lot, that you love making art and you like to draw. So is it
Yeah.
something that you could imagine yourself doing for not just games, but for example for movies or any other media too?
I I'd love to,
Okay.
but for the moment, I think I will be only in video games.
I see. I see. Because you mentioned comics, right, as well. So I
Yeah, I
could
mentioned
imagine
comics.
like making your own comics from
Yeah,
these games.
I did some tryouts for of making a comic,
Okay.
but it's harder than it looks, harder than it seems. But I don't know. Maybe now I could do something like that.
I see.
Uh, because I started to do some more backgrounds and these kind of things. And before starting to make the game, I did a very few of them. I used to only draw characters.
I see. I see. I see. Okay.
Uh, so another thing I had to develop for doing a game.
I see. I see.
It's like a path of discovery of
True.
abilities.
True. 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 Very true. Very true. Very true. Okay, so what about the music and the sound design part of your project, of your game? Is it something that you are doing also by yourself, or is it something that you hired a composer to make the music for
Yeah,
you?
I started to put some sounds for free, something
Okay,
like that,
okay,
and some music. Uh, but when you're doing a game and the game looks more or less good, people that want to work on that start to write you,
okay,
and some of these people are Gregor Zlotowski, which is the musician of the game,
okay.
and he's from Poland. And he wrote me very early in the game.
I see.
Uh, and he's going to be also in the full game if we succeed with the Kickstarter, of course. And also Max Grachev
Okay,
is the sound effects guy.
okay.
Uh, and they're awesome people that were also working in the demo. It's very easy to work with them. They understand very well uh, all that I said about the game.
Okay, I see. So going back to my very first, or at least it was at the
Mm.
beginning of our interview question where I asked you about like supportive family and friends. Do you believe that for you it was important to have that supportive background of yours, that people were supportive around you? Do you think it's important for you to have that supportive surrounding or
Yeah,
surroundings?
yeah, of course. I can't imagine. Uh, yeah, just imagine some people telling you, "No, you don't have to do this. This is not." I don't know. If I only was doing this, maybe, maybe if I was very young, maybe I don't know, my family could tell me, "Oh, this is not a real job" or something like that. It's a very difficult job or something. But for the moment, I started it like a little bit slower, like a hobby in the start, and now it's getting slower. Um, it's getting more serious. It's time. So, but yeah, you have to have a supportive background. Of
I see.
course,
I see. Okay.
it's important.
Okay. I see. I see. Okay, so before I ask some more questions of you, are you down to go into some questions from my chat and my community as well? Are you down to that?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Okay, so let me know, ladies and gentlemen, if there is any question that you would like to ask. Hölgyek, urak, hogyha bármilyen kérdés van, nyugodtan kérdezzetek. Sorry for that. My voice is cutting out. Sorry for that.
Yeah.
So, any question, ladies and gentlemen? Any question? Before anyone asks, by the way, any question, I will get back to that.
Yeah.
Which is your favorite comic, by the way? Because you mentioned comics, right? So, which is your all-time favorite comic or comics that you
Hmm.
loved to read?
Like favorite comic, not for the maybe for, not for the story because it's like a little bit I don't know like uh, Charlie's Angels or something like that.
Okay,
But for the most for the drawings, it's one which is called Danger Girl.
okay,
Okay, this is by Scott Campbell,
okay,
and it's like the Charlie's Angels on 007 something like that. But the drawings are just incredible. He's the one of my best influences,
I see. Okay,
and it's American comic,
I see.
American style.
I see. Thank you for that.
I and I could tell you also these European comics that I said before,
Yeah,
like Asterix, if you
Asterix
know
and
it,
Obelix. Yeah,
Asterix and Obelix.
yeah.
When I was a child, I read of all of them,
Okay, I love that. By the
and
way.
I love them.
By the way, are you or were you thinking of or on to make a comic out of your current game as well? Was it something that you already like had as an idea? Because
No,
it
I
would totally
haven't.
made sense, right? Because you're developing your game in that art style or art
Yeah,
form.
and I know some of the other indie dev that is doing that
Okay,
uh, from a game. But for the moment, I'm not thinking about that. I think that I have to be fully focused on the game,
I see.
and more now that is going to start the Kickstarter. So I'm fully committed to it for the moment.
I see. I see. So when choosing the option for Kickstarter, was it something that you already knew that you rather do Kickstarter rather than like searching for a publisher?
Well, I saw before some other indie devs doing a
Okay.
Kickstarter. Uh, I have been seeing all of them how they do it, uh, and I'm about the adventure games is something difficult because I know a lot of people that are very good in
Okay.
what they do in production and all of that stuff. I don't know publishers here talk about adventure game or point and click adventure, and they run away.
True. True.
So
Very true.
maybe not all of them because
Not
I
a
know
lot
that
of them.
there's some of them that they do adventure games, but most of them they run.
True. True. True.
So and also and there's another thing is that I want to have all the control about what I do and how I do it and when.
I see.
And that you can only do that with the full control of the project
True. True. True.
and control the project. It's also the monetary aspect of the project.
I see.
So Kickstarter is a way. There's another ways to do that, but it is the way I choose.
I see. Okay. So we were talking about like the hardest part of the development process, but what was your favorite one during those times and years that you have been working on your game?
My favorite part could be like the maybe the animation
Okay.
because it's something that I haven't done before. When I started doing, it's like I don't know. I thought I couldn't do that. It's like magic, like seeing your drawings coming to life, and when you also see them like with voiceovers, it's incredible. They are alive. It's like your drawings and characters because I love to draw characters, um, to invent these characters. But when you see them with the voice of a person, it's like their life.
True, true, true. It's like magic, right? It really comes
I
to
don't know if
life.
you I don't know if you know a game called Toonstruck.
I think I heard of it. Yeah, heard about it.
Toonstruck, which is an adventure game,
Yeah.
and like the protagonist is uh, a drawer, an artist in the movies, in comic movies,
Okay.
and he's drawing a character, and the character comes into life one night that he has to deliver a project, and I don't know, and it's something like that because the characters come into life.
Okay. You should send me the link of that game. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure I've.
Moonstruck.
Okay. Don't forget to send me. I will let you know about it after our interview. Yeah. Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I wrote it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you.
Moonstruck.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I know. I know it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know it now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
And
know
the
it.
main character is the actor which is doing Doc from Back to the Future
Yeah, 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 yeah.
movie.
Yeah,
Is the
yeah. I
is
haven't played
Doc.
this game, but I have seen this game. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
It's
Thank
half FMB
you. And point and click.
and drawing
Yeah, and point and click.
because the backgrounds are like a child movie, and the character is a real person.
Yeah.
The actor.
It's a nice combination, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was a very good game.
Yeah. Okay, so throughout the development journey of yours, were there times, by the way, when you like wanted to stop, or you were self questioning yourself, or had self doubt by the project, or you will always knew that you will have to finish it, and no matter what, you will finish it?
Not really. It has been some moments where I had to slow down a little bit,
Okay.
but mm, this game, this project, I feel so like very proud of it. So I don't know. It's my dream. I have to do it. I can do it slower or faster, but I think that I will do it.
I see. I see. Okay.
And
And
that's the thing.
I see. And were there times when you like couldn't find time for making your own game because like you had so much
Yeah,
work and so much also real life
yeah,
happenings that
yeah, that could happen.
I see.
But then you finish your stuff and start with the game again.
I see.
Because like I said, I'm doing it in my free time. When I have free time, I do it. When I don't have free time, I don't do it. But I try to have it. I don't know. For example, I wanted to make this Kickstarter in the start of the year,
I see.
and I had to postpone it
I see.
because of personal reasons.
I
For
see.
example, okay, people understood it, and then nothing happens. And in the meantime, I have been developing the rest of the game art, and I have drawn all the backgrounds, for example, other characters,
I see.
develop the legends, that kind of things. So
I see.
you have to do it the things you can.
True. True. Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
So what is the goal with the release date? Because I know it's next year, but do you have like a already like a date for
No,
the release
not for
date?
the moment.
Okay.
Not for the moment, but I really want it to be next year.
I see.
I don't want to be doing a game like doing my first game like 7 years or something like that. That could happen, but it's not my intention.
I see. I see.
My intention is to finish it following year.
I see. Okay. And so after like publishing your first game, if it will be next year, are you planning to take a break, or are you or will you be the person who will
Mhm.
step right into the next project? How do you feel about it? Or it's like future will show it?
I think that we have to see it because
Okay,
I don't know. Let's see how this one goes. Of course, I will have I want to make more games. Of course,
I see.
I would like to because I'm sure that the following game will be better and something and this kind of thing.
I see.
And this because this is also happening like while I'm doing my first game. I don't know if you see the demo first. The art also improve, and I have to go back and improve a little bit. But there's a moment where you have to say, okay, this game is going to be like this, and you can't be like self-improving all the time because
True,
if
true,
you do
true,
that, you are not going to finish the game.
true, and
So,
publish
but
it. Yeah, true.
yeah,
Very true. Very
yeah.
true.
But if you achieve a standard quality that you are comfortable with, you have to go like that. And then for the next game, you will have to think about it. Maybe doing another kind of art. I don't know. Let's see.
I see. I see. Are you, by the way, planning to release your game to other platforms as well, not just Steam? Like, are you planning to like have like a PlayStation, Xbox, Switch version of your game?
It's going to be also in itch.io,
Okay.
and I love to be also in GOG,
Okay.
but that depends on them because it's something different from the rest of the platforms. They have to propose you can try, but they have to propose you to be in the platform. But I also would like to be the game to be in Nintendo Switch or something like that. But I cannot promise yet because I don't know. I don't want to take too much meat. I don't know how to say it.
I see.
I want to do because publishing is something that which is not very easy, and I'm publishing my own game. So for the moment, for the first game, I think that I will publish in PC, Linux, and Mac. Okay, and for the and then maybe after publishing the game, I can think in other platforms.
I see. I see.
Maybe even mobile
Yeah, it makes
also.
sense. It totally makes sense to see the people's
Yeah,
reaction and after that choose how to.
yeah, because as I said before, if you're doing one thing, you're not doing another
True,
thing.
true, 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 true.
So
You have to
uh,
focus yourself
just
just one thing.
imagine you are publishing the game in 3 platforms, and then you have bugs in all of them.
True.
You're not going to be able to fix all of them
Very
at one
true.
time, unless you have a bigger team, something like that,
Very
which I
true.
don't have for the moment. So
Very true. Very true. Very true.
that's the thing.
So speaking of bugs, by the way, what was the most annoying bug in the project that you are making now? That like really like pissed you off and it was very annoying to deal with. If you had, of course, bugs in your game.
Yeah, yeah, I hadn't much, but some things related with the interface of the
Okay.
game
Okay.
that I'm using an engine called Visionary Studio,
Okay.
and okay, the engine gives you some tools, some standard tools, but if you need something custom,
I
you
see.
have to do it by yourself.
Okay.
There's a community, of course, that they help you a lot, but you have to do your own scripts
I
for
see.
the game, and sometimes things are not so easy to do. So until you have something that you're comfortable with, there's a lot of trying how to do it, asking people how would you do that, and these kind of things. So
I see.
so mostly something things related with the interface because of the puzzles. it could happen, but there are like little things that you have to correct
I see.
with the play testing.
I see. Okay. So have your like perspective changed in any direction by you making games when you like play games, or no, or not at all? And if yes, how?
Could you repeat the question?
Yeah.
I
So
didn't get
how have you changed, or how your perspective changed
it.
from being a game developer yourself
Ah,
when
okay.
you like play games?
Yeah,
Do you view games in a total different way now that you make games as well when you play them, of course?
yeah. For to start with, I now respect uh, more all the creators because this is something very difficult to do.
Okay,
Uh, and I don't know. It's something. So, could you repeat the question again, please? Because
yeah. So when you're
I
playing
I'm lost.
games,
Sorry.
so when you started making games, and I assume that you still play games, not just making them, right?
Ah,
So
okay, okay.
so how your vision and perspective changed on playing games from being a game developer yourself?
Yeah. Now when I'm playing a game, I'm always thinking how he could do that. I don't know. I see it. I enjoy them, but I also think, okay, this is something I could do, or this is, or how he could do that. I don't know. Is you see it a little bit different, and now I play like more game demos and less full games because they're shorter, and I don't have much time to play full games now.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
What games have you been playing recently?
Uh, Adventure games. For example,
Okay.
I have been playing the demo of Locomotive,
Okay. Okay. I know
which
that
is
game. Yeah.
a new adventure game, and it's I only played like half an hour, but it's amazing. It has all um, the spirit of the adventures from the 90s
True.
from
True.
LucasArts. I love it.
Very true.
I
Very
truly
true.
love it.
Nice. Okay. Thank you for that. Okay. Any questions? Any questions from the chat? Speak up. Speak up. Don't sleep, ladies and gentlemen. Speak up. Any questions? Bármilyen kérdés, hölgyek, urak? Bármilyen kérdés? Any questions? I know it's getting late, but don't sleep, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know. Let us know. Let us know. What would be, by the way, the ultimate core message of your game that you would like to have for players when they are playing your game? Like, what would you like them to have as a message?
Mhm. That I'd say that we have to preserve our traditions
Okay,
and our folklore
okay,
because it's something that is being lost
true, true,
in
very true,
some places because we all know we have all the time like the Greek mythology all the time,
true,
you know, the Roman mythology,
true,
but there is mythology in other places too,
true,
and uh, I don't know. It's great to show it to the world.
true, true, very true, very true,
It's like a window to the world to know this other folklore that is not
popular,
very famous or
famous, yeah,
it hasn't been very portrayed in movies or
true,
other adventure or other games,
true, true, very true,
for example.
true, yeah, true, very true. Yeah, and it's also a way of understanding ourselves, right? So we can go back to our own like native places, like you said, just where we were born and when we were growing up,
Yeah,
right?
of
So
course.
yeah,
and it had been also a way to discover new stories and new legends that I didn't know because uh, I was from Valladolid on this because it's a town of Castile,
Okay.
but the game is about all the legends from other parts of Castile also.
Okay.
Mostly it's from the North Castile, because there are like two parts of Castile, which is now Castilla and León and Castilla-La Mancha.
I
So
see.
it will be more Castilla and León.
I see. I see.
It's like the north part.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel like by making your own game, you really got back to that childhood feeling and you rediscovered your inner child in you by making your own game?
Yeah, because I tried to for the game I had uh, to investigate a lot,
I
to
see.
investigate to read books of legends, and even was were listening to podcasts about mythology from Spain. And it's something I think I wouldn't have done if I hadn't make a game.
I see.
So it's very interesting. And before I was interested, but not so much.
I see. I see.
I know. I don't know.
I see.
But it's something I really like. This kind of legends, mythology.
I see. Okay.
I'm sure that in your hometown there's a lot of legends also
Yeah,
that
true. True. Very true.
that people don't know.
Yeah, very true. What you said is that like I feel the same that nowadays it's really we are living in an era where like people are forgetting to learn and be
Mhm.
educated about our own folk tales and legends like you said. It's very true and it would be important, right, to understand our own country, our own hometown and where we were growing up and where we were born because I think if we tend to forget about their importance and our own
Mhm.
past, it's like it's a very bad thing in my opinion, and it's
Yeah,
really like bringing us back to our childhood, like you mentioned as well, and it's important in my opinion too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, Minnie is saying that it's not a question, but it's a compliment that she loves the protagonist's moving eyebrows.
eyebrows. Yeah,
Eyebrows,
some
yeah,
people told me that. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
it's like talking and moving all the face and the eyebrows.
yeah, 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 yeah.
It's
Nice, nice. Okay,
it's
and
something it's something distinctive now of the character. I cannot change it now. Uh,
love
People
that.
will get mad if I
No, no,
change
no, no.
the
Nice,
eyebrows.
nice. It's like a
She has
mascot.
she has like very very big eyebrows and she moves it a lot
I see.
when she talks.
Nice, nice. Love that. Love
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Love that. Thank
it's
you for
it's
that.
cute.
Any questions? Any questions, by the way? Any questions? Bármilyen kérdés? Bármilyen kérdés? Bármilyen kérdés? Bármilyen kérdés? Any more questions? Let me know. Let me know, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know. Let
They have to play the game demo, I think.
True, true, true. Very true. Marketing time, exactly. Don't forget to wishlist it and try out the demo. True, very true, very true, very true. Any questions? What would be, by the way, your advice for those people who would like to like step into the sea or ocean of making video games from your own experiences?
It would be the thing that all the people used to say,
Okay,
like start small.
okay,
All the people say that and don't do that.
okay,
But maybe a good point would be to make a game for a jam, for example,
okay,
which is very cool. And there's some of them across the year. I think there's one very very soon, which is Adventure X,
okay.
Adventure X Jam, I think.
I see.
I would like to participate, but I can't because I'm doing a game.
I see. I see.
But okay, I think it's a great point to start, or maybe before that, just trying some engines and play a little bit with it before.
I see.
You have to play it, like doing a scene, uh, try to make a puzzle or something like that. Uh, you have to start in some point.
Okay. 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 So my question would be also from the story part or about the story part that I was interested in as well when I first
Mhm,
saw your game and realized what the story of your game is. That
mhm.
I feel like there is a moral part of the story, right, for your game that our protagonist would like to be a nun, but she also has to deal with all these evil, beings and legends. And how do you feel about this part of your story, this moral part? Like, and how did you invent it, this part of your story? Was it something that was important for you too, to have this moral part of the story of yours?
I wouldn't say there's a very moral part. On that. It's not my intention to make
Okay,
a very religious one or a religious game, something like
okay,
that, because Maria, the protagonist, uh, is not really the person that you will think that she can be a nun.
okay.
So this will be seen in the game,
I see.
and because she's um, I know. See, this can be seen in the demo. Or it's not an spoiler. Uh, she wants to become a nun because she was hanging out with her friends uh, in a bodega. I mean, in a wine cellar.
Okay,
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 and then she had to go out from the cellar, and suddenly she saw a vision of the Virgin Mary. Okay, and because of that, she decided to become a nun. It's something a little bit strange. So she went to the monastery, uh, asking to be a nun. The abbess of the monastery told her that okay, but you have like not taking her very seriously. Okay, there's these legends, these creatures that have been appearing. Like do this, and let's see if you can be a nun, because maybe she knows, and she knows that she's not the to be a nun. But let's see in the story how.
I see. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you. Thank you for that. Okay, quite lots of topics here today.
yeah.
We haven't touched and I haven't asked you to talk about.
Mm, I think nothing. I'm very grateful to be here in this, and I will say your audience. We're having a Kickstarter next week, uh, and that they check if they like it, a video explaining it
Okay,
with all the rewards of the Kickstarter, explaining the story and this kind of stuff. And if they like it, I will tell them that they can pledge whatever they want, or share it if they like it.
okay, okay,
This is what I recommend.
okay. So my closing question would be if you would
Okay.
be down to like in the future to make your own comic, what would be the
Hmm.
story or art uh, for that comic?
What would be
Maybe
the story?
yeah. Or do you have already have like a story made for that comic of your future project?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it for the moment, but I could imagine. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maria, this main character, going to another place. They are different place. Uh, Different from Castile, maybe, or to the other Castile, for example, and having new adventures.
Okay, okay. I can see that as Asterix and Obelix in the future being a huge success. So do that, do that,
Yeah,
do that. Okay,
I will think about that.
okay, okay. Let me know. Let me know. Okay, so like I said before at the very beginning of our interview, I will need some more of your minutes. But for those who
Okay.
were watching us live, first of all, don't forget to wishlist the game, try out the demo, and be on the lookout for the Kickstarter page, which I will
Hmm.
share in the Discord too.
Hmm.
And yeah, thank you everyone who joined us for today's episode, who watched us live or will be watching our VOD or edited YouTube version on YouTube at a later date. Thank you so much for everyone. And like I said, it was my honor and pleasure that you joined us for today's episode. So thank you everyone. Have a great night or day depending where you live. Bye bye. Bye bye.